for Renee, for love. Let's see what's going on. And we're just going to look what's going on in the general for love for Renee. Okay. All right. You've got a little bit of bumpy road ahead of you is what I'm seeing here. I'm going to flip this down so you can see. Flip this down so you can see. What I'm seeing here is the Seven of Swords. You need to be very, very protective of what's important to you so you don't feel like you're getting taken advantage of. The Eight of Cups, you're leaving something that doesn't serve you. So the way that you've done love, you've outgrown a certain mode of doing. It feels like in the past you've learned how to accommodate overly much and you're not going to be doing that much more. Seven of Wands and Seven of Swords is coming through on this. And this is coming through more Seven of Swords before the Wands. Now the Seven of Swords, I'm looking to see if we have this down on here. We don't, but we do have the 10 going forward. This is knowing your boundaries, knowing your boundaries. When we see Seven of Swords, it's Sneaky Pete the Thief, and it's cover your ass, be really prepared to take what you need to take and travel lightly, or somebody else tends to take advantage. That's what came through initially, boom, 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 boom. You have to walk away from that old behavior pattern. The Seven of Wands is saying hold your boundaries. The Ace of Swords is subconsciously, you know a truth. When you know the truth of a thing or a situation, honor that. Don't second guess yourself. Don't doubt at all. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Eight of Swords. You have limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts on something. The expectation that you have in relationships, how it should look and what you think it should be, is actually changed. It's changed here. It hasn't changed here. So your brain kind of knows a thing you haven't had experience of the relationship of how it is to travel more. I would want to use the word confidently, but I'm not sure if that's the correct word. But it is traveling a little bit more lightly, traveling a little bit with less weight on what the other person is doing, and more understanding of self is what I'm getting through here. We've got the Four of Coins here. This is a little bit of the guarded heart. You are going to be guarded for a little while, and this feels like, as far as love goes, you're going to need to be guarded for a while. You're not going to be open just yet. You haven't gotten over something that's the loss in the past, and it is time to move on. It's been super, super painful in some of the past relationships, but it's time to move on. That doesn't mean move into a new relationship, slam, bam, boom, 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 go, 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 go. No, you're going to need some time with self, understanding, honing in, bringing in a little bit more for self going on. I want to get a little clarification on that. Same deck, second deck. Anything else on this Four of Pentacles? Because consciously you're really, you want love, but you're also very guarded at the same time, which it sends mixed signals to the universe, frankly, and it makes it tricky for you. And it's not like you want to be vulnerable in the wrong way. These are the ones that I want right here. Okay. So we're getting the Star and the Tower here. These are big deals. This is why you're so guarded, because you pin your hopes on something a little too soon, a little fast, and you have this dream of the relationship, what you want it to be, how you expect it to be, and it is growing, it is changing. Something else is moving in, literally moving in towards you, and it's needing to be aligned. There needs to be some divine alignment and divine timing going on with this. Don't build up an old pattern. It does not serve at all. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. The old pattern has to come down. So the old expectation and the old roles even that people play is coming down. It's going to look a little bit different for you. I'm going to go back down to these cards. Hopefully you can see them. So we're right here now. Here's the Ten of Swords. We talked about near future. You have to move on, move on. We're going to get a clarifier for that in a minute. And the Two of Pentacles, this is where you're at now. This is where it's a hard thing to get the stability. Consciously, you want more stability, but it's hard to get it. It's hard to get stabilized right here. Let's see what else is going on. Haha. Okay, we saw this one just before, a few minutes ago. This is the one I call the Batman card. It's the Page of Pentacles. Knowing you have a gift, really, really being aware, but starting to take this role on as Batman, not as Robin. So you're not the sidekick, the afterthought, the secondary. You're the primary, all right? This is taking the main character role more serious. You are prepared. You see the gift. You're the student. You're ready, ready, ready. You studied. You know yourself well enough to go differently, to proceed differently, and honor your gift differently. This is what's being asked of you. It's going to take a little bit of balancing. This is coming in with a little bit of time. Something on this is coming in as 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. What do we got going on there? Same deck, third deck. I just want to double check myself on something here. Because it feels like it's a little bit more than 2 months. It feels like 2 months things are going to be opening up. And then I'm getting September in here, and I don't know what's going on with that. Nine of Pentacles, yeah. We're getting September and Queen of Swords here. So 2 months is like the recovery period of time. So what are we in? We're in halfway through May, maybe June, July, this is when recovery is. August, September, you're going to be more open. August, September, your heart's going to be more ready. This is when you're going to be sitting pretty. I'd take at least 2 months where you're just taking care of yourself, taking care of yourself. Don't worry about romance. Don't worry about love. Just be loving on yourself quite a bit. And then here, the Queen of Swords, suffer no fools. So this might be that you're taking care of yourself and you're just dating, but not anything serious, or you're just playing the field, but not anything serious. And I don't even know that I would start that for 2 months. I would take some freaking time. So that's what I've got going on there. Let's see what's going on here. King of Wands. Okay. All right. King of Wands. And this one comes in and he's feeling reversed. Reverse King of Wands is ego, ego, ego all the time. The King of Wands is a powerful leader. Super inspiring. Super exciting. People want to go along with his plan a lot. But he's absolute shit at the close-up relationships. So he likes having a group and like people, oh, he's fabulous. But he's not good at the close-up relationships. It feels like when this goes really off the rails, this can be very narcissist and empath, and the narcissistic aspect of somebody coming through a little bit strong. You don't want that again. It's why you're needing to take the time, sweetie. Take the time, because the next thing we have coming up, hopes and fears, the Fool. Will you get the new start? Are you being foolhardy to even hope for a new start? You're not being foolish to hope for a new start, but you do need to allow divine timing to kick in on this. And what I'm getting is September, and I'm getting specifically, and I don't tell specific unless I get it, and this is based on today's energy. I'm not in charge of your choices. But what I'm getting is something, I'd look for something around September 10th. That's really fucking specific. I don't know why I'm getting that. I have no idea what's going on. But for September 10th is what I'm getting. What's going on? Let's look in that third deck. Anything else that you need to know ahead? You need to read. Okay. I'm so bossy. Please forgive, I'm so bossy. This is about finding your true north, recalibrating your true north, hopes and dreams, and not having it so much be dependent on the other. And this is what you need the time to be able to do. Anything else you need to know. It's not about rebuilding something old or doing it the way you've done before. It's about doing it in a new way that honors your heart, honors your heart's desire, honors your hopes and dreams how they are supposed to be, not that has it in everybody else's hand. Card that just got pulled out. Look at this. Yeah, that's what I've got. I don't know what's going on in that time frame. I don't know what the divine timing is coming in on this, but that's what I got, and I got it strongly. So that's what I can tell you. And this is the Phantom deck, the Phantom Phantom Tarot. So that is gorgeous, gorgeous, but that's what I have for you. It doesn't look like it's coming in soon, and it doesn't look like it's something that should be worried about. Like, the less you worry about it, the better for you. Makes so much sense. Good, 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 good. So glad. So glad. You are welcome, honey. You're welcome. All right, I'm going to put these here, get a little water, and then we'll look at the blind. Okay, so now, Deborah, when I do a blind, Debbie, I usually go to the Oracle cards. It's not tarot. I usually go to the Oracle cards, and I just pull through however many decks. So we're going to see what's going on there. We're really getting strong, strong mermaid energy for you, Debbie. I'm not sure why, but these are both very, very mermaid decks. We've got the Practical Magic deck. And I want the Mermaid Tarot. One of my Mermaid Tarots coming through. Okay, that's what we're going to go. So for Debbie, for the blind, what does she need to know? Very, very mermaid energy. What is going on? What I'm seeing is this is very, very underwater energy. Like this image on the back of this is something, remember this. Remember this. And it's like, if you could go through the subconscious, there is some kind of gift, some kind of illumination that comes as you go into the subconscious, into your dream space. You'll get more and more of this coming through, more of this emotional flow, and this energy of cups is emotions in tarot. But when I get mermaid energy and flow energy, this is subconscious. This is in your dream space. This is coming through big. Okay, so what we're getting down here, we're going into first, engaging with fears and doubts, awareness of cosmic influences, and confronting inner demons. Your dreams are going to be a little bit haphazard. Your dreams are going to be a little bit weird you out for a bit. Sometimes you have these dreams and you totally know what they are. Sometimes you have them and you're not quite sure how this is connected. What I'm getting is you're going to get references to experiences that you've had in different lifetimes coming through in your dreams. You're going to get the fragments, the pieces. Don't let it freak you out. Don't let it worry you. And if you get something that startles you or scares you, just take it as being aware. Like sometimes you'll get things in a dream. Maybe you'll get a snake or something in your dream that makes you a little bit scared in the dream. Wake yourself up, realize where you are, get very, very grounded, be aware, and then just let that be. And if this persists in your dream space for a little while, it's trying to teach. So just know that, think of it as a teacher in front of a classroom trying to illustrate something for you, or you in the movie theater and your dream space is in the movie theater. You're being shown and being allowed to see something from the past that might startle you so you can overcome something in this now lifetime. That's what's coming through here. We're going into the Practical Magic deck, and then we're going to go into the other Mermaids decks, see what's going on with this. Yeah, it's like when we have our dreams going through, sometimes we have our own private movie screening for our lives or our lifetimes or the lesson that we need to learn. Take action. This is going to ask you to overcome a fear. Express your heart and set your boundaries. Now, this is what's coming through on this second one. I'm going to lower this so you can see it. It's just really flat, beautiful. Look at this. And what's coming through again is this yellow, just like this yellow here. This is illumination coming through here. Big time illumination of self and understanding this. And this is saying valiance. This is saying valiance, something that you've honored before, something that you've gotten through before. It's going to be a little reminder of that coming through again. It's going to feel like your heart is tested, and what it's asking you to do is set something up for the boundary, hold your boundary, hold it strong. This is coming through as Lady of Avalon. I almost went to the Avalon cards here, the Avalon Revelation, but I want these mermaid cards. This is what's coming through. Now let's see what else we've got. Go to these ones next. This feels like there's just one in here. Okay. Vulnerability. Ooh, okay. This is what's coming through. What I'm getting is when we see an old movie coming through and it's like the gray and white movie and it's not full color and you're wanting more of this color, you're wanting the colorized version. This is saying something, whether it's past life on this go around, it feels more like past life on way long time ago life. But there was relationship that left you flat, was unfinished, not vibrant at all. You're wanting more of this vibrant color. This is confronting something, taking action, confronting something. You're going to have to be open and be vulnerable in order to move forward. You're going to have to be open and vulnerable. And that is very, very much intimidating to a lot of us. But for you in specific, it's like if you risk again, you don't want to get hurt again. So you need your discernment to be there. You need to set the boundaries and be very, very clear on that. But that doesn't mean you can't have what your heart wants. It doesn't mean you can't have engagement or interaction or relationships and serious relationships. It just means the way you are discerning and the way you're setting things up from the jump needs to be changed. And this is where the vulnerability is coming in. You don't want this black and white anymore. You want full color. Okay, we're going to just look a little bit more. I'm getting enter stage left. Now, usually I'll get exit or enter stage left when somebody's appearing or you need to go somewhere. I'm getting enter. It feels like somebody is coming towards you. I don't know if you've encountered this person yet before. Huh. Yeah, there's a period of rest that needs to be there, a second chance. Something that went awry the last time and has left you isolated. And now it's time to move forward from this. This is very interesting. Okay, so I'm going to throw that so you can see it. Throw this so you can see it. So you've got the Four of Swords, Judgment, the Hangman, and the Hermit. What's going on with this? There is a period, an interval of time that has needed to go by before enter stage left comes in, before this person comes close. King of Pentacles, there he is. Prepared, more ready. Now let me see this. I'm getting something about I don't know, there's not a nice way to say this, so I'm going to say this just really plainly. Somebody that, if you're trying to be too controlling, whether it's you or the other person, you'll know better than I do. But somebody that has been domineering in the past has set up some kind of thing that goes wrong. It goes awry. It doesn't go evenly. There's an unevenness and unbalanced. This is what's trying to be recalibrated and rebalanced again. This is coming through. You need to know your identity, know what's going on, know how to move forward in this. And then you have all of this support coming through in the right way. But it's taken a while. This is learning who you are in the relationship, learning who you are, what you want to bring to it, and not just having these old clunky roles that feel like unevenly balanced. Sometimes this will come through, and this is what I'm getting. Sometimes this comes through when sometimes you see people that they have a partner that isn't a great partner with them. So what happens is they have a partner that is more like instead of having, like, maybe somebody's married and they have 3 kids, but their husband acts more like a kid and is never doing the things that are the grown-ass responsibilities, and so it all falls on the wife's lap or whatever. That's just an example. It's just an example, but it feels like if that couple continues forever and ever and ever, that the husband acting like a boy, the Peter Pan type of person, is never going to grow up. And it feels like in this particular case, you can't have this parental thing where somebody's acting like a grown-ass person and doing all the work and somebody else is acting like an irresponsible child. You need partnership. Partnering needs to come through. Let's see what else is coming through on here. Yeah. The domineering is sometimes you have to let go a little bit and let somebody step up into that role, step into their power. You have to know exactly what is the things that you are in charge of, but you can't be in charge of someone else. And if they have shown you pattern-wise, that they aren't willing to grow into something different, quit holding out hope and quit holding the candle for them, because it doesn't serve. Yeah, it just creates instability over and over and over, and somebody is doing the juggling, somebody's doing the work all the time. What else is going on? Whoa. Hang on. This one and this one want to come through. The Knight of Wands and then also the 4. Yeah, there's something that's going to get a new start coming forward, something that's happening, new start coming forward. This is weddings, graduations, and births. It's out of sync and out of season, and the Knight coming forward. You both need to be coming through as knights. It doesn't feel like either of you should be whether it's an age disparity or responsibility or an experience disparity. It needs to be more balanced. Anything else? No, I think she's got it. Okay. All right. That's what you get. Yeah, that's what's coming through. It feels like this is what's happening, and I would look for things to be changing in August. I wouldn't make any rash decisions or change until end of July, beginning of August. So if there's major life changes and things that you're thinking about doing, it doesn't feel like June or May is the time to do it. I would wait towards the end of July. Yeah. The last week and a half, last 10 days of July and into August is when things are going to be a little bit better for that. Don't know what that's about, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, you're awesome. Thank you. You're welcome, honey. You are welcome. Hopefully that helps. And it doesn't have to make sense to me. If you know what it is and know what that's about, it's going to make sense to you. And it will come in and it'll make even more sense as time passes. So good luck on that. Good luck. All right, let me get a little bit of water and we'll just keep on rocking and rolling. List is clear. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay. All right. So we can do a collective. We can do charms reads. I can show you some of the card decks we've got. We've only got 6 people in here. We could break and go back in, whatever we want to do. What do you guys think? So, hey, Michelle. Hey. So we can do whatever we want to do. Okay, I think we're going to go do a charms read. We're going to do a collective via the charms. That's what we're doing. Okay, that's a new one for me. That's new on me, but that's what we're going to be doing. So we'll do a collective via the charms real quick. So we'll do the collective via the charms and then see what's happening, and then from then we'll go from there. Okay. So let's flip this down. This is the charms. Wow. Okay. Jumping out. Okay. We'll do a little bit more. Okay. That's where we're going to leave it. Okay. That's a little bit crazy, but this is what we got going on. Over here, we got big time fairy energy coming through. And this is like, some people might see this as Tinkerbell, but I see this kind of fairy and I think Nell all the time. Of course, I'm going to think of Nell. So we'll see what's going on here. The sign of infinity coming up, and also this is coming in, and this is the 8 on its side. This is usually balance and flow, balance and flow. Nell will talk to us all the time, but this is coming through more as an 8. This is asking us to prepare for fall. I don't know why. We're getting August really huge off of here. The 8 and the sun, we're getting huge, huge August energy. Something that isn't quite accurately expressed. It's not unfolding yet. The bloom is not here yet. There's something that still needs to unfold, and I'm not sure what that is. Not sure why it's coming through in this way, but it is. There's travel, vacation, sweet juiciness that's coming in for many of us. Now, sometimes it's an achievement of a goal that happens at that time. The planning of the destination is sometimes more fun than the vacation itself. Often it's the dreaming together and thinking about things that you want to do on the vacation or on the trip. It's the planning of the goal and setting the goal and the achieving of it. Not so much just the achievement itself, not just the vacation itself, but the planning and the dreaming. This is the creating state. It's the creating. It's sometimes more important than whatever it is we are creating. So say we're an artist and we create something and we paint it. It's being in the act of creation that's most important. That's where the juice is. This is where the growth is. This is also being in two worlds here, two worlds going on. The state of planning for the future, but also being in the present is coming through. This is like the salamander, and this is the wands coming through. Inspiration, big, big, big. I don't know if you guys can see this well enough. Hopefully you can. But this is the fiery, fiery energy coming in, big, big, big. And then we have the dragon coming in here. We're going to go to the Arthurian deck and see what's coming up on this. We got the dragon coming in, and we've got the Arthurian tarot right here. And I was seeing this earlier, and it came in, and it's like, okay, what is the fiery truth, the dragon energy that needs to come through for us? And look, we've got it twice. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to show you. But we've got like twin dragons coming in. Now, a while ago, we had the twin wascally rabbits. I've never seen so much twinning coming in. So it's like something's being repeated, or there's mirror lessons coming in for many of us, and we're getting twin dragons coming in. That's wild. I've never, ever seen that. And you guys saw how I did the pinch and the throw on this. Then we have the fish here, and then we have the 8, the actual infinity coming through again. Let's see what's going on here. That's when the turn is. That's when the turn is. August, September, there's a turn coming in. I don't know what that's about. Things are shifting. The flow and the balance is getting restored in August, September. We have, oh my gosh, we have the strength card with 8 coming in here. The sun coming in here. Full illumination on this. Full illumination coming in on this. And then the 5 of swords, something that has been battled, and something that has been insult to injury is going to shift in August, September. That's what we got coming in. This is very strange. What I'm seeing here is August, September, something that we've been dreaming about to shift or hoping that would shift is starting to actually turn. It's like the tide has turned and the way the flow is going has shifted. This is big. Whatever it is that's the idealistic and the hopeful dream, the hopeful vacation, the things that you'd like to see moving forward, the ideal you would like to see moving forward. This is something that needs to be attended to and planned for. Be lost in your dreams, be lost in what you want to do, and be in your present day, doing a little bit of it each day. But there's something coming in on the bigger spectrum, on the bigger scale than just the personal. And it's saying August, September is very pivotal for so many of us. What else is happening? The Knight of Cups, the quest for the Grail. The dream returns. There's something about the way that the dream is, and there's an opening up, a spiritual and very, very emotional opening up when we quest for our own personal grail, and when we do it from a spiritual and emotional place. This is huge for us. That's what's coming through. Yeah. This is coming through quite strongly. Anything else we need to know? When I'm seeing the fish, I'm just seeing this river of fish coming through, and you can see this little tiny silver fish charm here. And we're getting this, and this is all sky. What I'm seeing is lots of silver fish. It's like schools of fish. It's telling me mass consciousness opening up. Mass consciousness, mass awareness. It's like more and more people waking up, for lack of better terms. Yeah. School's in session, and some of us aren't really connected, and others are, but it feels like more and more and you've seen in the water, you'll see this whole school moves at once. And that's what it feels like. The whole energy shifts in August, September. That's what I've got. That's complete. I'm going to put the charms back in the box for now. So that's what I've got going on. Yeah, that's a little bit wild and different, but that's what came through. Holy cow. Yeah. You're taking it all? Okay, good. Good. Excellent. Yeah, that is wild. Yeah, some of you, this is going to hit on a different level than just the personal level. This is, on some levels, very community level oriented, and this is big deal. So, yeah, that's going to be, you know, we live in interesting times. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's a little too interesting for what we want to care for, but that's what's going on. So, yeah, that's what I got. Okay, I'm going to put that back there and these back over here, and we'll see what's going on here. Okay. So, Kim, should we step out and back in? There's only like 6 of us in the room, so I'm thinking maybe we'll step out and back in and see if we catch the algorithm a little bit differently. If you guys are up for that, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, we're going to reset. So